For 100 years, the Ouachita Mountains have guarded a fortune, untouched. The Ouachita Mountains of Arkansas and Oklahoma, ancient and weathered, hold more than just stunning natural beauty. They hold a secret, a legend of lost silver, a fortune whispered about in hushed tones for generations. It's a story of desperation, betrayal, and a century of fruitless searching. This isn't just any tall tale. It's a deeply ingrained American legend, rooted in the hardscrabble lives of early settlers and the raw, untamed wilderness they sought to conquer. A fortune so substantial it could change lives, yet it remains hidden, an enduring enigma. Our story begins, as so many do, with a flash of discovery, a glint in the rough earth. Around the turn of the 19th century, prospectors and early explorers were drawn to these mountains, not for gold, but for rumors of a different kind of wealth. The details are hazy, as legends often are, but the core narrative persists. A rich vein of pure silver, unlike anything seen before in the region, was stumbled upon. Not just a trace, but enough to ignite a fever. One popular version of the tale speaks of a man, often unnamed or given various aliases, a prospector, a trapper, sometimes even a runaway. He found the vein, perhaps by accident, a shimmering bounty in the deep wilderness. He knew the value, the sheer, unimaginable wealth it represented. But the Ouachitas were unforgiving, and the nearest civilization was days, even weeks, away. The logistics of extracting and transporting such a treasure were daunting. Another thread of the legend suggests Native American tribes, long before European settlement, knew of silver deposits. They valued it, not for currency but for adornment, and perhaps held its location sacred, unperturbed by its monetary potential. But the pursuit of wealth, particularly in the American frontier, often led to dark places. The silver, once discovered by outsiders, became a curse as much as a blessing. The remote location, the vastness of the mountains, made it a perfect place for secrets to be kept and lives to be lost. There are stories of prospectors who found the silver only to be ambushed. Tales of maps drawn in blood, then disappearing. The Ouachitas, already known for their rugged beauty, gained a reputation for danger, for swallowing up those who sought too much. One particular story, perhaps the most persistent, centers around a miner who, having finally located the rich vein, managed to extract a significant amount of the raw silver. He marked the location, carefully camouflaging his find. But before he could return with help or secure his claim, tragedy struck. Perhaps an accident, perhaps foul play. The details are always vague, adding to the mystique. What matters is that he never made it back. His knowledge, the precise location of the silver, died with him, or so it seemed. The legend holds that he left behind clues, a fragmented map, a coded message, or a deathbed confession to a trusted few. Enough to keep the hope alive, but never enough to pinpoint the exact spot. And so the hunts began, not just in the early 20th century, but continuing to this day. Generations of treasure seekers, drawn by the allure of easy wealth, have ventured into the Ouachitas, armed with old maps, metal detectors, and an unshakable belief. They scour creek beds, climb steep slopes, and delve into forgotten caves. They interpret faded landmarks, cross-reference old newspaper clippings, and listen to the whispers of local folklore. Each search fueled by hope, ending almost invariably in disappointment. The Ouachitas, with their deceptive terrain and dense vegetation, are masters of concealment. A landmark described in a century-old account might now be completely overgrown, eroded, or even submerged by changing water levels. The sheer scale of the search area is immense. The Ouachita National Forest alone covers over 1.8 million acres. It's like searching for a needle in a haystack, a very, very large, very wild haystack. Some theories suggest the silver isn't a single vein, but rather several smaller, rich deposits. Others believe the original discovery was a pocket, a concentrated but finite amount that was quickly exhausted, leaving nothing for later hunters. Then there's the possibility that the silver was found and quietly taken, its discovery never publicly acknowledged. Wealthy individuals, perhaps, who wanted to avoid the chaos, and claims that a public declaration would bring. The Ouachita silver legend, however, is more than just a story of lost wealth. It's a reflection of human nature, our enduring fascination with the unknown, our drive for discovery, and the hope that a hidden fortune might just be within reach. It speaks to the spirit of the frontier, where fortunes were made and lost overnight, and the wilderness held both immense promise and unforgiving peril. It's a testament to the power of a story, passed down through the generations, refusing to fade. So, as the sun sets over the ancient Ouachitas, casting long shadows across forgotten trails, the silver remains hidden, a silent testament to a century of longing, a fortune waiting to be found, or perhaps destined to remain a legend forever. The lure of the lost Ouachita silver will continue to draw those with a spark of adventure in their hearts. Each new generation, facing the same challenges, fueled by the same elusive hope. Perhaps one day the mountains will finally yield their secret. Or perhaps the true treasure lies not in the silver itself, but in the enduring story, the hunt, and the dreams it continues to inspire. What other hidden American treasures are still waiting to be discovered?